Welcome to Small Monkey to Big Monk, where true corporate stories become timeless lessons in leadership, decision-making, workplace wisdom, and a little laughter from the corporate jungle. If you enjoy authentic corporate stories with practical life lessons and little workplace humor, please like, share, subscribe, and join the troop. Have you ever seen an obese monkey in the wild? Akash Tiwari was a jovial, creative, and brilliant team leader in a fast-growing IT company called Growing Tree. His immediate boss, Jayesh Mittal, was a founding partner and was the executive director (ED) of Growing Tree. Jayesh and Akash had a very friendly, jovial, and healthy working relationship. Akash was one of the most creative and valuable employees of Growing Tree since inception. In 5 years, Growing Tree had achieved a revenue of over rupees 500 crores or 5 billion rupees. They had 53 regular clients availing the services of Growing Tree for over 2 years, and the list was growing steadily. Jayesh had jokingly asked any new monkey tricks today. Akash jovially replied that he was quite busy that day and suddenly said, "Have you ever seen an obese monkey?" and went on to say that they are never obese because monkeys work hard before every meal. Both had a hearty laugh and got busy with their work. Jayesh Mittal found his thoughts drifting to the words obese monkey quite often, and the gem of an idea was forming in his mind. During a discussion with Akash, he got the idea of replicating the monkey's lifestyle. He was overweight and was always conscious of his pot belly. Sometimes he would jokingly say, "I shall win the battle of the bulge pretty soon," and he had saying that for nearly 5 years. Jayesh Mittal contacted an eminent doctor, a kinesiologist, and a Tai Chi expert to form the Simian Analogy Committee, or SAC. Senior members of Akash's team were called for a creativity session. After over 3 hours of jovial brainstorming along with the Simian Analogy Committee, they decided to build an app to be tentatively named Fade 3S. The protocol involved dusk to dawn fasting, approximately 14 hours, 3 short exercise sessions for about 10 minutes before each meal, and about 8 hours of nighttime sleep. The creativity session ended on a jovial note, and everyone seemed to be excited about the new project. Jokes about monkey tricks and the monkey life were tossed around too. They decided to conduct a 6-month trial on healthy overweight males and females across different age groups to arrive at the proper duration of exercise and the composition of the mainly vegetarian diet. There was quite a long discussion about the proportion of raw high-fiber foods to be included. Most of them were calling it the Simian Protocol for weight control. Both the Fade 3S app and the protocol would be submitted to the Medical Council and other regulatory bodies for approval. Aishwarya from Akash's team said, "I want to try the Simian Protocol before I get married in 6 months from now." The SSC approved it and emphasized that a healthcare professional should be consulted before starting any exercise or diet protocol. The Fade 3S app project was assigned to Aishwarya along with 3 other members. They were to develop the software and hardware for the wearable Fade 3S app. They consulted SSC for designing a more accurate method to measure sleep quality. Aishwarya had suggested a very soft stretchable cap with a small coin-like sensor touching the forehead for wearing at night. The SSC had agreed as it would provide more accurate sleep waves data. Aishwarya followed the protocol for 6 months and was delighted when her marriage photos came out stunningly beautiful. She was even more excited about the Simian Protocol. Before the noon meal, she had climbed up and down the stairs for 10 minutes, and her midday meal was mainly salads with raw veggies and fruits. The early dinner and timely sleeping were an issue in the beginning, but she was determined and found it convenient to spend the major fasting time in sleep. The SSC, however, cautioned that whatever worked for one person may or may not work for everyone. Green Tree would wait for the results of the trial, especially to confirm whether all the health and blood parameters would show improvement. The focus was on fat loss rather than weight loss, as there could be muscle gain due to exercise. The Fade 3S app project was completed on schedule. The real-time alerts were based on the exercise schedule set by the individual, and the soft musical alerts were appreciated by most of the participants in the trial. The health report was easy to understand by the layman because technical jargon was avoided to the extent possible. The trial reports were excellent and over 80% of the participants were very happy with the results, especially because only lifestyles were changed and no medication was advised. The approvals were received about a year after the project was started. The Fade 3S app was a major success, and numerous gyms and health clubs became advocates of the Simian Protocol for weight control. Jayesh Mittal himself lost a significant amount of fat from all over the body, but belly fat was more resistant. That could be because he was reluctant about fasting. It became the subject of pleasant banter between him and Akash. Mittal observed that it was inconvenient or embarrassing to be climbing up and down the stairs. During his visits to the United States, he had noticed that many senior executives would go to the company's gym during the lunch break or even go out of the premises for jogging or running. Growing Tree was constructing a 16-storied corporate tower which was nearing completion. He decided to devote the 10th floor for a well-equipped gymnasium and even a running track. It would be open for all employees 2 hours before the office opened and up to 2 hours after closing hours. Jayesh Mittal decided to name the gymnasium as Akash Gym, and Akash's comment would be immortalized with plaques saying "Workout and earn your next meal." Fade 3S encouraged people to move before every meal, respect their body's natural rhythms, and build sustainable habits. For many participants, those small daily actions produced meaningful improvements that no shortcut could replace. Big Monk wisdom: workout and earn your next meal. The Simian way, because the jungle never disappeared, it merely learned to wear a suit. This story is partly fiction and dramatized. If you like this story, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. To receive notifications, click on the bell icon. If you wish to share your story, please send an email to prsmonks@outlook.com or 11decibels@gmail.com. If this story reminded you of someone from your own workplace jungle, share this episode with them. See you next week on Small Monkey to Big Monk.